ask you how you're feeling?
Well, I cannot talk about how I feel. So, I mean, it is very emotionally charged, all of this case.
It's like every time you go through this, it's like reliving it all
No,
again.
just when I woke up, I say, "Good morning, Mom. Good morning, brothers who got killed." And I was hopeful. Even I knew that it was a very tiny opportunity, but I was hopeful. And I wanted actually another verdict. And at the end it's not easy to see that we were subjected to military slaughter in Gaza, and now we are subjected to a legal slaughter in The Hague. I mean, this is painful, because shielding war criminals, whatever their positions are, it's meaningless. And as I told, I mean, this doesn't mean anything to me, because the decision today goes against the essence of justice. What is justice at the end? I mean, there's a crime, there's a victim, there is a criminal. And you decide as a court, cowardly, and I have to say cowardly, I mean, to shield the criminals from standing in front of and this is what we are asking. We are asking just to have access to justice. Me, as a Netherlands, I mean, a Dutch citizen, then where? I mean, I have nowhere to go with this case. I had my doubts from the very beginning, because I know it's political. It's not about just legal stuff. It's about Israel, the holy cow in Europe. And this is where it goes. And you needed a real, I mean, a courageous judge, really principled judge, to stand for justice, to take the position to say, Ismail, yes, you have right to justice in the Netherlands. I mean, and you can bring those who are criminals to justice, whatever. It's a civil case. We're not even taking them to a criminal case, which should then mean something completely different. But then this is how it is. I mean, this is how it is. We don't stand in front of brave judges at the end. I mean, because as Lisbeth said, I mean, they are very conservative, or I was afraid. It's not easy. I knew that. It's not easy. And I saw those judges, because I think the decision what they took today, I feel it was against even their consciousness. I could see that. I could see the unease of the head judge when he was pronounced. Because he ruled in 2011 in a case the same against the Libyan officials. And he ruled there's no functional immunities for the officers who tortured the Palestinian doctor. And he ruled, yes, he ruled for 1 million, I mean, compensation, €1 million or something. I mean, Lisbeth was the lawyer at that time of that Palestinian doctor. And he's the same judge.
What's the judge's name?
When you see that, you know why. It's because of Israel.
Yes.
Point. It's because of Israel, nothing else. You can say, oh, you write nicely, argumentation, whatever, all this legal stuff. It's meaningless at the end. We know it's because of Israel. And this is a point I'm thinking now. If this ruling is going to be how the Dutch judiciary is going to handle any cases from officials, foreign officials at the end. So I'm questioning myself, this question, what about the Malaysian airline? Has 17 victims, I mean, could be in risk at the end, that what's happening could be illegal. According to the verdict today, what's happening now, against the Russian officials, is illegal. They cannot just try them in the Netherlands. And I mean, Russia can use that easily. Any foreign government now can use this verdict to prevent, I mean, from their officials who are standing a trial, not just in the Netherlands, because other European countries, they're going to copy that thing. And another point I want to make, this makes the whole idea of universal jurisdiction is a mere political tool to punish enemy and to protect the friends. they are emptying it of its significance that you can, as a Dutch citizen or whatever, come to your court here. They make it's a joke. It's a joke. Universal jurisdiction like this, it's a joke. Why you apply it in some cases and you don't apply it in other cases? There is discrimination, and discrimination is against justice. You cannot discriminate. You apply the law to everybody. And if you cannot apply it to everybody, this is discrimination. And discrimination and justice, they don't mix at the end. But in the Netherlands, apparently they mix.
Have you lost faith in justice, Ismail Ziada?
I didn't, to say it from the very beginning, I didn't have so much faith in systems, but I believe in systems, even the worst system, there are some individuals who are principled and brave and they go the same. And that was my only chance, my only opportunity to come in front of those people, that they will stand for justice and nothing else without any considerations. We have not been in front of those people. And I cannot imagine how, I just thought, I used to think, when you are a judge and you have a victim, and you see that there's something wrong happened to the victim, can you imagine that when you sit and have dinner, that what happened to Ismail Ziada, the house bombed, the family killed, and Ismail Ziada has a hope in him, and he just turned me away at the end. What if this happens to him? Does he think like that, the judge? If his house will collapse on his head and he loses his family? And can this judge for a minute imagine standing in front of a judge like himself and being denied access to justice?
Where do you get your strength from?
From my mother. My mother was made refugee in 1948 while she was 4 years old. And she raised us against all the odds. She's married when she was 15, and she fought for us with everything. And that's, when my mom got killed, I just cannot till now, this moment, I cannot accept that at her. She was 70 years old. She deserved still to live, and if she wants to die naturally at the end, But then when you think about it, and I know that she was mutilated completely, my mom. And then when this judge, this is what plays a role here, those people murdered my family. And they're being received in the Netherlands and nothing has been taken about. I know that this is because I am a Palestinian refugee, it's because I'm going against these Israeli war criminals. I know that, I'm aware from the very beginning, that's it. But I said, the aim of preventing, I just told the other journalists, I don't want anybody on this earth to go through what we have been going through since 2014 as a family. And this objective deserves all energy and all fight for. And this is when I was low and I have my doubts in the case. I said, this deserves Ismail. This deserve it, Go for it and fight for it, because I'm not fighting for myself. I have nothing. They cannot bring my family back. They cannot mend my heart, fix it, since 2014. They cannot do that. But this is for other people, for other Palestinians. I'm the only single Palestinian in 1948, can you imagine that, who had a tiny chance, tiny opportunity to bring justice to those war criminals, And then cowardly are being turned off, cowardly denied. And war criminals all the world celebrate the cowardice of these Dutch judges. I just can't take it, and I will not take it. It's my right to access to justice in my own country, and I'm fighting for that. It's a fundamental constitutional right, no matter against whom I'm going. And this shouldn't matter for justice, because it should be universal. Today it says it's not universal. Justice is against the weak and in service of the powerful. And those people are powerful. And I'm whom I am. I'm a single man. My name is Ismail Ziada, coming in from refugees camp. What will happen if you deny him access to justice in the Netherlands? But what will happen if you say, Gantz, hey, you're going to stand a trial here? They think about that. And they have this in their mind. So it's not about justice. I'm sure it's not about that.
Thank you.